What is going on, you guys? This is Bach the Rock, and today, guys, we are getting back into Madden 24. So, today, guys, we are getting back into Madden 24 for three reasons. Number one, I want to work on my team, okay? Number two, I'm trying to keep myself together because I've had a little bit of something going down tonight. Not going to say what, because just a thing. I'm not going to say. I am just going to relax, unwind, and I am not going to let my temper
here, and
get the
welcome
better
to
of me.
this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Since we're about to get underway, we'll kick it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
Coach, we start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining.
Yeah, I forgot it. Oh, yeah. That wasn't the one we need. What one did I choose? Hard? It was either hard or... I'll try normal.
Hey, folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenges.
Yep, it was normal that I didn't do.
You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. On first down, Watson flush to his right. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more...
wide open, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Jahmyr Gibbs, 38 yards. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
All right. Let's see if that got all the stars we need. Come again.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. For this at any time from the pause menu. On the call today, two of the best in the business, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. I'll see you guys at halftime.
We start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. First and 10. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he... incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He lets it go deep for Olave. Touchdown! Chris Olave, 41 yards. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenge. Time, baby.
All right, let's see.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson escaping the pressure right. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Washington. Jahmyr Gibbs, 29 yards. And the Commanders take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Now, did that give me the 5 stars I need? Seriously? Where am I missing the fight? Okay, where am I missing that 5th star? This drive.
Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the coach. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. With you for today's game is Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. I'll see you guys again at halftime.
Coach, we start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. That's going to be knocked away.
All right.
Complete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even
So,
if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. Rolling to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Not quite enough that time. Maybe just try a low.
Yeah, I'm just going to return the challenges and do what I can do. Right, let's see. I think I'm gonna back out. Ban applications. All right. I want to go down each of these league orders, but I need to try to finish up the rookie. But we're gonna go ahead and get into a match, guys. If we can find somebody, that's another thing. Honestly, Adriana, I don't know for sure, but
Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think
I'm just gonna do a makeup stream to make up
two
for it.
Quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
In the course of a game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll begin by running here with Samuel. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do
Best of luck to you.
Neutralize home field advantage. Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Out of the gun, it's going to be Samuel with a run. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Another carry for the wide receiver, Samuel. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
They'll give it to Samuel. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On third down, Burrow. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Well, they had the great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3, so maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on a defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourselves, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch?
They snap it and run. Now it's Jackson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Flush to his right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Samuel. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Samuel. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Burrow. And it's caught. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And they'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. You get down this deep, Charles, you hate to settle for a field goal. They roll the dice on 4th down, really just hoping to get that first. But as it turns out, they take it all the way into the end zone.
You mentioned that they took a little bit of a gamble there. Think about it this way. Most teams throw the ball in this situation in the NFL. So they really gambled with a running play, and boy, did it pay off. Pay dirt.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Here we go.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
A handoff for Samuel, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me their fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and it batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Hunter hit. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Niners will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Floating one, incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Larry Wilson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Larry Wilson. Jackson. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
On two, ready?
Burrow will throw. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Keith Bullock. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an... Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. On first and 10, Joe Burrow. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have...
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Burst by him near the 35. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Come on.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now it's Jackson. Rolling to his left. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and the lead will stay put at 17. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Mine's running just
Welcome
fine.
Back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That one is going to stay.
What are you talking about, the internet?
The 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Right back to him on 1st down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Burrow looking to pass. And he's got it. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's Samuel. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there.
I'll take the concede, being a bigger man about it. Yeah, that's basically what I heard, but they're basically saying that they're not going to transfer all this camos and stuff to Black Ops 7. And are you buying GTA 6? Beavis, no, I'm not. I'm not actually going to buy GTA 6. All right, let's see. Let's open these gold advance packs. $99. Oh, I thought they were the same. We need to up our receivers. So, I'm going to see what we got for wide receivers. Alright. So, we're going to take the HB for round 1. Now, compare who we got. Yep. So we're gonna promote you. And then what we're gonna have to do, I'm gonna open the Playmaker pack, see what we got first. Devin, yeah, that's what the opal for Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Zombies is. Oh, what am I doing? I am flip over all the cards. Right, so we got a 92 center, pass coverage, and a playmaker. So we're going to compare our center. So he's an 80, he's a 92. So we're going to promote him. Next, we are going to check you. First, compare what we got. Alright, so we're going to promote D. Brooks to the starter. And we're going to check our wide receiver. Okay, so then, yeah, we're going to add him to a set. We're going to put him in the alternate playbook set. Okay. First. There we go. Oh, you can upgrade. Nice. We're going to go to challenges. I'll come back to this one, see what I'm missing. Yeah, not really. Let me see the house rules. Check this. I'll try another match for an opponent. What's going on, G Secret? Welcome to the stream, brother.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Indianapolis.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel.
Best of luck to you, no bro.
Coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
Right to the air is Jackson.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man complete. A big play there on the first play of the game. 43 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
From midfield now, here's Jackson being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side.
Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The jumbo set out there, 3rd and inches. They give it off here to the tight end. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Love, they go play action now. He'll dump it off complete to Lynch. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
They set up the screen to Lynch. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football for able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. Here's pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Going back to Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Love from the gun. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Sacked there by the Hall of Famer Derek Brooks. We're scoreless after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Toss play to Lynch. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Justin Jefferson. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Following the interception, Love. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He's got his man Sharp complete. It's a Packers touchdown from 21 yards away. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Red cycle.
Love throwing for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You've got the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect, but boy, that was force against force.
Jet sweep. Here's Olave. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
4th down, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. Love going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Throwing. Love. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Love taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead. The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by James Bradbury. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game, and Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
First down, Love to pass. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Here we go.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Green jack. Red, yellow. On the ball.
Final play of the half, Love. And with the clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL
on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Lynch busting free. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. Not the longest kick return, but it counts all the same. And the Packers have got it on cruise control. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line. And the try for 2, unsuccessful. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
He lets it go deep for Olave. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Would it be Frank's?
Yeah, GG's. Well, chat, I don't care about the win or losses. At least I know when I'm licked. With certain games, at least I know when I know I'm licked, I just try my best and not let myself get frustrated, you know? So the best thing I can do is just keep trying at it. So if I get in another match, guess what? If I lose, I lose. If I win, I win. It doesn't matter. Alright. But I want to check my lineups. Okay. First off, we're gonna best team overall. Now, we're gonna go into player options. Upgrade. All right. I'm gonna try another head-to-head. So we're gonna try one more. If I get a loss, guys, then it's not that big a deal. Mm.
With Charles Davis, as always,
Best of
I'm
luck to
Brandon
you.
Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Okay, give some credit to the team covering the kick, but boy, what was he thinking? Stay in the end zone, take the knee, and help out your offense. Instead, you put your team in a really precarious position.
Jackson looking to throw right away. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Gotta laugh.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Pass complete there to Nakua. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a...
I'm sorry. Chad, you saw that? Oh, I'm gonna check that because there is no way they counted that as a loss. All right, I'm gonna try one more match chat, and after that, all right. Oh, let's see my team. All right, chat. So here's what I'm gonna do. Since this stream has definitely been an hour. All right. Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. So for some odd reason, games lately have been signing me out, doing left and right. So here's what I'm gonna do, guys. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna give myself a little bit to figure out what the Sam Hill's going on. I'll try some Call of Duty again tonight. See if the game will work properly, because I have to double check and make sure my stuff pretty much just got through, and then we'll go from there. So so if you guys are sticking around, just wait a little bit. If you guys aren't, uh, if you guys like the content, make sure to like, subscribe, and favorite. Comment down below. Turn on notification bells so anytime I go live, you get the ring a ding ding. Know I'm in the bling. If you're from one side of the world, have a good morning, good evening, good night. If you're from the other side of the world, reverse of reverse. If you're from the good old USA, have a good night, do a good morning, do a good day. Bach the Rock signing out. I'll catch you guys in a few. If not, I'll catch you guys later.